Hi, everyone. Welcome to Psycho Sunday number 2 with Vanquished Trading Company. I'm Andrew.
I'm Micah.
And today we're going to be hopping in with another one-word topic, just like we had last week. Last week we talked expectations. This week, though, we've got patience. So patience in trading isn't just about sitting around waiting. You could be the most patient person in the world and be an absolutely horrible trader. But patience is very important in trading in that you have to be able to know what you're waiting for. You have to be able to wait, but you also have to know what you're waiting for so that you're not just waiting around with no purpose.
For sure. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, everything's about instant gratification. It's almost like we're all programmed to have no patience. Everything on your phone is all about instant gratification. Really, our whole culture and society is based around instant gratification. But really, there's a fine line in trading between when to act and when to hold back. But at the end of the day, patience really is the ultimate tool for success. So we're going to dive a little bit into it, some best practices, and really hope that you guys can get something out of this video and set you up for your week to come.
Yeah. I really like what you said, that last part about patience being the ultimate tool in trading, because I really feel that way too. I feel like without patience, without properly exercised patience, because like I said before, you can be the most patient person in the world and absolutely suck at trading. But without properly exercised patience, you're not going to be a successful trader. So it truly is the ultimate tool in trading.
So how do you exercise patience correctly, Andrew?
It's a great question. So that can mean a lot of different things for different people. So one of the biggest things I would say with patience is you should never, ever feel rushed when you're taking an entry.
For sure.
Ever. If you feel rushed taking an entry at any point, should you be in that trade? No.
And you should never feel rushed managing your trade as well. You shouldn't feel rushed trying to hold to whatever take profit or whatever. And you shouldn't feel rushed to hit a certain target.
Should I feel rushed to pass my account, Mike?
No, you should not.
Why not?
Because it's just going to set you up for failure. When you come in at the beginning of the day, instead of focusing on executing your edge, becoming better and learning, you're going to be focused on essentially just hitting a certain profit target by X amount. And it kind of relates back into what we were talking about last week with expectations. But yeah, you need to have patience. That's the biggest thing.
100%. I'm going to make a weird little analogy here. Let's say you're looking for a certain trade, right? Let's say all these trades are race cars on an oval track for all you NASCAR fans out there. Left turn, left turn,
There's a lot
left
of those
turn.
out there.
Let's go here in Daytona. But let's say each car is a trade, a possible trade, right? And there's certain trade out there that you want. You're sitting on the side watching. You want to see that car. You have two options. You can run around the track trying to chase and find that car and see that car. That car is a trade, remember. Or, remember, they go in an oval. You can sit in one spot and that car is going to come past you. Or that trade is going to come past you. It's going to be there. Don't go chasing it. It's going to be there. It's a matter of when.
That's
it's an
great.
oval track. Left turn, left turn, left
100%.
turn. Joey Logano steps into history. He's a three-time Cup Series champion.
Yeah, that's a good one. Another thing to think about too is you need patience to truly build an edge in the market as well.
100%.
That's honestly what a lot of what holds people up is they have an edge, they have a proven edge, it back tests correctly, they feel confident in their edge, but what happens is they end up taking things that aren't exactly their edge. They're close to their edge, but instead of being patient and waiting for what is truly their edge and what they've worked on, what they've perfected, they instead execute on random bullshit, essentially.
Close enough is good enough, they say, right?
Exactly. And just by doing that a few times in your session or in your week, whatever, that adds up very quickly. Imagine if you documented all your trades for last week. Let's say you had a red week. Well, let's say your edge is only mean reversion trades. Well, if we go back and you had a red week, I guarantee you there's some trades in there that were not along with your edge. Now imagine if you were just patient and you waited to take only what is your edge. How would that have set you up for the week?
I like the way you frame that up, and legitimately do that. Legitimately look at how that would have set you up for the week, because you should be tracking your trades on a weekly basis. So if you go through and you say, all right, let me take out these, for lack of a better way to put it, stupid trades that don't line up with my strategy at all. Let me take these out and see where I could have been. And you don't do that to put yourself down in any way. You don't do that to make yourself feel like, oh, I'm a horrible trader. Look at where I could have been. No, that's not the way to do it. It's, oh, look at where I could have been if I just followed what I'm supposed to do. Look at it from a positive aspect, not a negative aspect.
100%. It's all just about like correcting the loop.
Right.
You just got to correct whatever loop you're in. If you're in a bad loop, you got to correct it to a different loop and keep doing that until you find true success. But that correction will never end.
100%. And that patience, correction of patience, that comes across life too. Because like you mentioned before, society has programmed us for instant gratification. We want things now. It's got to be right away. Everything is right now. And it's easy and it's my way. Things show up on our doorstep right away when we order them. Food shows up right away when we order it. At least.
People can't even.
It's got to be right now. I can't wait for it. It's got to be here now, dude.
Yeah. People can't even drive to go buy fast food anymore. You got to have it DoorDash and delivered.
Instant, man.
Yeah. And that also ties in too, like we've talked about in the last episode. You got to tie everything in your life into your trading. Essentially, it all rubs off. It's a reflection of you. So if you're a very impatient person outside of trading, what makes you think it's going to be any different? So a few things that I think have helped in my patience is really exercising activities in general that require patience.
100%.
This might be a funny one, but even fishing is a great one.
It don't go down.
Robert, it goes down.
No, it don't.
It do go down.
Oh!
Imagine sitting there trolling around for 6 hours and not exactly. But that's a great one because it's kind of out of your control. It makes you realize it's out of your control for the most part, and it's just a waiting game. So
I like that. Yeah, I like what you said about bringing other aspects of your life into trading as well. One thing I would encourage is don't bring trading into other aspects of your life, though.
Yeah.
Keep it going only one way. Don't apply trading to the rest of your life necessarily. Live the rest of your life as your life and be a trader.
Yep. Yeah, you're not a trader at the end of the day. You're an individual. So you got to treat it like that.
Don't make it who you are.
Exactly. But what are some other best practices, Andrew, for in the trading session?
The biggest one really is going to be waiting for the proper setups. That's going to be a big one. Another one could be as simple as waiting for the time that you like to trade, right? Let's say, or the time you've set for yourself to trade. I don't trade before market open. So that's one place where I've made myself exercise patience. Sometimes I would love to trade on market open because I'm on the market before market opens. I'm on the market, New York session, that is. I'm on there, 9:30 Eastern time, right? Sometimes there's some huge moves on market open. Sometimes you feel like you know where the market's going before it opens. I would absolutely love to click that button, right? But I've made myself the rule of I'm not allowed to take any trades before 9:30 Eastern time. So that's somewhere where I've forced myself to exercise patience. You'll actually see that in the session review that was posted this past Friday. That's actually something that I talk about in there. So go check that out.
Yeah, and a great way to think about it is kind of almost removing yourself in the trading session, if that makes sense. So if your edge isn't there, you shouldn't even be thinking about if XYZ. You can watch the market, you can sit back and predict the market, but you got to make sure that you're not even thinking about it. One of the hardest things to do in a great exercise is to load yourself up for the day and try not taking a trade for an hour. I mean, just try it.
Even if
And
you see the most beautiful setup.
exactly. If you can do that and you can do that consistently, even if your edge does show up and you still find patience, that's how you're going to grow.
I like that. That's a good exercise. Maybe not the easiest exercise, but definitely a good exercise for people to try out. But I think that's a big one. Anything else? Any other exercises you've been using yourself? Like I said, one of the big ones for me has been that waiting until market open, just as an overall patience exercise in trading. But
I would
has
say
there been anywhere else in life other than fishing where you've found a good way to exercise patience or practice exercising your patience? Because that's all it is. It's practice. Patience is a skill. Patience is something that can be learned. So if you're like, oh, I'm not a patient person, that sucks. I guess I'm never going to be a good trader.
reading a book instead of watching a YouTube video or doom scrolling. That is honestly
Doom scrolling. Oh,
the greatest test of patience is reading a nonfiction book. And yeah, I mean, sitting there trying to read.
Professor Mike here.
Yeah.
He's assigning you guys homework. Go
Exactly.
read a book.
No, seriously, put down your phone. If you guys
He's right.
watch YouTube every night, if you guys sit there and scroll, I mean, at the end of the day, it's still programming your brain. You're not going to be patient.
I think the biggest one is scrolling, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad you threw that in there at the end. Watching YouTube, I'm not going to tell you to stop watching YouTube. Hello. But scrolling endlessly on social media platforms like Reels, TikTok, generally isn't the best. Can they be used productively? Absolutely.
And yeah, still, watch YouTube videos, watch things that you'll actually get something out of, whether that be a trading video or something that you're interested in that you want to learn about.
You can have hobbies and
100%.
interests. Totally
Exactly.
fine.
Exactly. But the problem with especially doom scrolling that you were talking about is it just messes up your dopamine sensors. I mean, when you're sitting there just constantly looking for that next hit, that next funny video, that next viral thing, imagine how your brain feels when you're hopping in the market. You're going to be looking for that next hit.
Right. And,
You're just
and that's
gonna be
whether you
chasing
realize
that next hit.
that connection or not. It's happening.
Yeah.
Because if you spend time scrolling on social media, if you scroll the way people do on social media, you are setting up your brain, like Micah said, to have issues with dopamine. So you're going to be constantly searching for that next dopamine hit because that's what you get when you scroll. You scroll, dopamine hit. Oh, haha, that's funny. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Haha, funny. Oh, I like that. Cool. Haha, haha, awesome. So much dopamine. Now I get in the market. Where's the dopamine? Oh, I got to find it. I got to chase it. I got to make it.
I got to sit here and stare at a chart. I can't watch a funny
Patience.
video. Exactly.
Micah, patience.
Exactly. But I hope that gets you guys somewhat in the right mood for next week. I would recommend you guys just try one day this week of just setting aside one session. We got a holiday on Monday as well. So maybe even on Monday, it's going to be low volume as is. That would be a perfect session to just sit
if
there.
If it's high volume, it's going to be incredibly volatile.
Exactly. Yeah. But I would just sit
Be
there
anywhere around that
and try to watch 1 hour of price without even the intention of executing.
I like that.
That might help you guys out for the week in the future.
Your other homework is to read a book.
Yeah.
From Professor Mike himself.
Read a nonfiction book.
Yes, at least one.
None
Do
of those
two.
romance facts.
You don't have to read a whole book
Yeah.
during the 1 week. It's okay. But honestly, start reading daily. Not only is it good for patience, but it's just good overall.
Definitely.
For your brain. So
Tickles
exercise your patience this week. Exercise it not only in trading, but exercise it in every facet of life. Anything else for the people, Mike?
I got nothing.
All right. With that being said, this is Vanquished Trading Company.
Have a
great
good one.
week.
Thank you.